So there I was, standing on an auction stage in a diamond necklace I didn't own, about to be sold to the highest bidder. And then he walked in, my boss, the man who made my life hell for 2 years. And he had that look in his eyes, the one that said he was about to ruin my life all over again. My name is Emma Carter, and 3 months ago, my life was normal. Well, as normal as it could be, working as an executive assistant to New York's most ruthless CEO, Damian Blackwood. Damian wasn't just rich, he was obscenely wealthy. Billionaire, owner of Blackwood Industries, the kind of man who bought companies the way normal people buy coffee. Cold, calculating, and absolutely terrifying. For 2 years, I'd been his assistant. 2 years of impossible deadlines, last-minute flights, and him barking orders at me like I was disposable. He never smiled, never said please or thank you, just expected perfection, and when I delivered it, he'd find something to criticize. I hated him. But I needed the job. The salary was incredible, and I was saving every penny because my younger sister, Sophie, was sick, leukemia. The treatments were experimental and cost a fortune, money our insurance wouldn't cover. Then, everything fell apart. It started with a phone call on a Tuesday morning. Ms. Carter, this is Detective Morrison with the NYPD Financial Crimes Unit. We need to speak with you about your father. My father, the man I hadn't spoken to in 5 years, the man who abandoned us when Mom died. Turns out, dear old Dad had been running a Ponzi scheme. Investors lost millions, and when the feds closed in, he disappeared, left the country with whatever cash he could grab. But here's the thing about fraud. Someone has to pay, and according to some obscure legal loophole, since I was listed as a co-signer on one of his business accounts years ago, something he'd tricked me into when I was 19, I was legally liable for $2.3 million in restitution. $2.3 million. My lawyer laid it out simply. Pay up or face criminal charges. You're looking at 5 to 10 years in prison. I had 30 days to come up with the money. That's when the letter arrived. Expensive cream-colored paper, embossed gold lettering, an invitation to the Elysian Auction, an exclusive event for Manhattan's ultra-wealthy elite. But this wasn't an auction for art or jewels. It was an auction for people. The letter explained, select individuals in financial distress are offered an opportunity to resolve their debts through a contractual arrangement. Participants will be auctioned to the highest bidder for a term of 1 year. All debts will be cleared upon completion of the contract. 1 year of my life sold to some rich stranger. It was insane. It was degrading. It was my only option. Saturday came too fast. They sent a car to an unmarked building in Tribeca. Inside was all marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and men in tuxedos holding champagne glasses like they were discussing stock portfolios, not human beings. A woman clasped a diamond necklace around my throat. Your lot 7. When your number is called, walk to center stage, turn slowly, and smile. Don't speak unless asked. The auction room was dark. Dim lighting, red velvet curtains, chairs arranged around a raised platform. I watched as lots 1 through 6 were sold. Then I heard, Lot 7, Miss Emma Carter, age 24, Columbia graduate, executive experience. Starting bid, $1 million. I forced myself onto that stage, lights blinding, heart hammering. $1 million, $1.2 million, $1.5 million. The bids climbed faster and faster, and then I heard a voice I knew, cold, commanding. $5 million. The room went silent. Damian Blackwood, my boss, standing in the front row, hands in his pockets, eyes locked on mine. $5 million going once, going twice, sold to Mr. Blackwood. The gavel struck. Damian walked toward the stage, leaned in close, and whispered, Did you really think I wouldn't find out, Miss Carter? So my boss just bought me for $5 million, and the first thing he does? Takes me to his penthouse and drops a 50-page contract on the table. And Clause 7? I'm not ready to talk about Clause 7. The car ride to Damien's penthouse was silent. I sat as far from him as possible, my hands clenched in my lap, my mind racing. Why? Why would he do this? Was this some sick power trip? Revenge for something I didn't even know I'd done? When we arrived, he led me into his apartment. No, not apartment, penthouse. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Central Park. Minimalist furniture. Everything black, white, and chrome. He gestured to the couch. Sit. I sat. He poured himself a scotch, didn't offer me one, and then dropped a thick document on the coffee table in front of me. Your contract, he said simply. I stared at it. 50 pages. Legal jargon. My name already typed at the bottom. I don't understand, I said, my voice shaking. Why would you... Read it. Every word. You have until morning to decide if you'll sign. Decide? I don't have a choice. You already bought me. His jaw tightened. You always have a choice, Miss Carter. You can walk out that door right now. Your debts will remain yours. Your legal troubles will remain yours. But if you sign... He leaned forward, his eyes boring into mine. If you sign, everything disappears. Your father's mess, your sister's medical bills, all of it, gone. I froze. How do you know about Sophie? I know everything about you, Emma. The way he said my first name, Emma, not Miss Carter, sent a chill down my spine. I've known for months. Then why read the contract? I read it, all 50 pages. The terms were complicated. Clause 1, I would live in his penthouse for 1 year, my own room, my own space, but I couldn't leave without his permission. Clause 2, I would continue working as his assistant during business hours. Clause 3, outside of work, I would accompany him to all social events, dinners, galas, as his companion. Clause 4, I would not date, see, or communicate romantically with anyone else during the contract period. Clause 5, all my debts would be paid in full within 48 hours of signing. Clause 6, Sophie's medical treatments would be covered, fully, for as long as she needed them. And then, Clause 7. Clause 7 said, the contractor agrees to share the master bedroom with Mr. Blackwood for the duration of the contract. Separate beds will be provided unless otherwise mutually agreed upon. I looked up, my face burning. You want me to sleep in your room? Not sleep with me, he clarified, his expression unreadable. Sleep in the same room. I have insomnia. I sleep better when someone else is present. That's insane. That's the deal. Why me? Why go through all this trouble spending $5 million just to have your assistant play pretend girlfriend and be your roommate? For the first time, something flickered in his eyes, something almost vulnerable. Because you're the only person who's never wanted anything from me, Emma. Everyone else sees dollar signs. You see an asshole in a suit. He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. It's refreshing. I didn't know what to say. You have until 8 a.m., he said, standing. Your room is the second door on the left. Sleep on it. He walked away, leaving me alone with the contract and a pen. Didn't sleep. I read the contract 5 more times. I thought about Sophie, about prison, about my father, somewhere on a beach in the Cayman Islands, not giving a damn about what he'd done to us. At 7:55 a.m., I walked into the kitchen where Damien was drinking coffee, looking like he hadn't slept either. I placed the signed contract on the counter. 1 year, I said, and then I'm free. He picked up the contract, examined my signature, and then extended his hand. 1 year, Miss Carter. I shook it. His grip was firm. warm, and I realized with growing dread that I'd just signed my life away to the one man I swore I'd never let control me. Day 3 of living with my billionaire boss, and I just found out why he really bought me, and it has nothing to do with work. Buckle up, because this gets messy. The first week was weird. I moved my things into the penthouse. Damien had my debts cleared within 24 hours. $2.3 million gone, just like that. Sophie's hospital called to confirm her treatment was fully funded. No limits, no copays. I cried in the shower that night. But living with Damien, that was its own special hell. He had rules. Rule 1, breakfast together every morning, 7 a.m. sharp. Rule 2, I had to tell him where I was going if I left the penthouse. Not ask permission, just inform him. Rule 3, no bringing friends over without advance notice. Rule 4, the master bedroom every night. That last one was the hardest. True to his word, he'd set up 2 beds in his massive bedroom, 1 king-size bed, his, and 1 queen-size bed, mine, separated by about 10 feet and a nightstand. It was awkward as hell. The first night, I changed in the bathroom and practically dove under my covers, facing away from him. He read a book for an hour, then turned off the light, and within minutes, I heard his breathing even out. He'd been telling the truth. He fell asleep faster with me there. I lay awake for hours, hyper-aware of his presence, wondering what the hell I'd gotten myself into. By week 2, we'd settled into a routine. Work during the day, he was still demanding, still impossible, but now there was this awareness between us. Little moments where our hands would brush passing documents, where I'd catch him watching me when he thought I wasn't looking. At night, we'd have dinner, sometimes together, sometimes he worked late, and then we'd retreat to the bedroom. He'd read, I'd scroll my phone. We'd say goodnight. It was almost domestic, and I hated how much I didn't hate it. Then came the Gala. Damien's company was hosting a charity event. Black tie, Manhattan's elite, the whole deal. "You'll need a dress," he said one morning over breakfast. "I've arranged for a stylist to come by this afternoon." "I have dresses." "Not like this one." He wasn't wrong. The stylist brought a garment bag containing the most beautiful gown I'd ever seen. Deep emerald green, silk, with a slit up one side that was definitely too high, but somehow perfect. When I stepped out of my room that evening, Damien stopped mid-tie. He just stared. "You look," he cleared his throat, "acceptable." I rolled my eyes. Try not to overwhelm me with compliments. But as we rode down in the elevator, I caught him looking at me in the mirrored walls, and the expression on his face wasn't the cold CEO mask. It was something else entirely. The gala was overwhelming. Champagne, caviar, people who thought $10,000 was pocket change. Damien kept me close, his hand on the small of my back, introducing me as Miss Carter, my associate. Not girlfriend, not companion, associate. I didn't know why that stung. Halfway through the evening, a woman approached, tall, blonde, stunning in a red dress that probably cost more than my car. "Damien, darling," she purred, kissing both his cheeks. "It's been so long." "Victoria," he said coolly. She looked at me, her smile sharp. "And who's this?" "Emma Carter," I said, extending my hand. She didn't shake it. "How quaint. Damien, I didn't know you were bringing staff to these events now." My face burned. Damien's hand tightened on my waist. "Emma isn't staff. She's with me." "With you?" Victoria laughed. "Darling, everyone knows you don't do relationships. Not since—" She stopped, her eyes glittering with malice. "Well, not since her." The temperature seemed to drop 10 degrees. "Excuse us," Damien said, his voice like ice. He steered me away, toward the balcony, his jaw clenched so tight I thought it might crack. "Damien, don't." He released me, running a hand through his hair. Just don't." Who was she talking about? He was silent for a long moment, staring out at the city lights. Finally, "My wife." I froze. "Your what?" "Ex-wife, technically. The divorce was finalized 3 years ago." I had no idea he'd been married. "What happened?" His laugh was bitter. "What always happens. I worked too much. She wanted more. She found it with my business partner, took half my assets and my company's biggest investor with her." He looked at me then, his eyes haunted. I swore I'd never let anyone that close again, never let anyone have that kind of power over me. "Then why?" I gestured between us. "Why this? Why bring me here? Why the contract? Why any of it?" He stepped closer, so close I could see the amber flecks in his dark eyes. "Because you're different, Emma. You don't want my money. You don't want my name. You just want to survive. And for some godforsaken reason," his hand came up, almost touching my face, then dropped. "I can't stop thinking about you." My breath caught. "This contract," he continued, his voice rough, "it wasn't about control. It was about keeping you close, legally, safely, without the risk of—" He stopped. "Without the risk." "Risk of what?" "Of wanting more than you're willing to give." The air between us crackled with tension. And then his phone buzzed. He checked it and his expression shuddered. "We need to go." "What? Why?" "Your father," he said grimly. "He's been found." My deadbeat dad, the one who ruined my life, just showed up at my boss's penthouse with a gun. And what he wanted, I didn't see it coming. We raced back. Police cars lined the street, officers in the lobby. "Stay behind me," Damien ordered. I didn't need to. There he was, my father, sitting on Damien's couch, flanked by detectives. Older, grayer, defeated. "Emma," he said. "Don't," I snapped. "Don't you dare call me that." "You destroyed my life! Sophie almost died because of your crimes," I yelled. "I know," he whispered. "I came back to make it right." "Right?" a detective dryly noted. "Caught in Miami trying to flee to Venezuela." He ignored him. "Emma, you need to know the truth about Damien." My stomach dropped. Damien looked unreadable. "I don't know what you—" "Tell her," Dad slammed the table. "Tell her her mother worked for your father. Tell her why I started investing. Tell her—" "That's enough," Damien cut in, dangerously quiet. I stared at him, heart pounding. "Emma, your mother was his personal assistant. When she got sick, his father paid for all her treatments. I was 15 when she died. You were 7, Damien said, jaw clenched. Your father blamed mine, sued, lost, and started making risky investments. I was trying to provide for my family, my dad shouted. No, Damien said coldly, you destroyed yourself. And you, Dad spat, bought my daughter to humiliate me. Is that true? I whispered. No, Damien said coldly. I bought you to protect you, to keep you safe from vultures, not pity, protection. I tried to push him away. Let me go. The detectives took my father. He looked at me once. I'm sorry, baby girl. Everything I thought I knew shattered. Emma, Damien said softly. I need to be alone, I screamed, running to my guest room and locking the door. I cried for my mother, my father, the little girl in the blue dress, and the woman I'd become, caught in secrets darker than I'd ever imagined. It's been 11 months. 1 month left on this insane contract, and I've realized something that changes everything. This isn't the ending I expected. I didn't speak to Damien for 3 days. I worked, slept in the guest room, and ignored the notes he left. Your coffee. Sophie's scans are clear. I'm sorry. On the 4th night, I found him in his study at 2 a.m., exhausted and hollow. Tell me the truth, I said. All of it. So he did. He told me about taking over his father's company, about finding my mother's records, my father's lawsuit, about the guilt, about watching over me, helping me get the job, making sure I was taken care of. "I never meant for this," he said quietly, "but then I got to know you." "I don't hate you," I whispered. "You should." "I should," I agreed, stepping closer, "but I don't." Somewhere between the rules and the galas and the shared space, I fell in love with you, and I hate myself for it. "You don't mean that," he said. "Don't tell me what I feel." I grabbed his tie. "I need to know if this was real, or if I was just your guilt project." He cupped my face, brushing away a tear. "Nothing about this was fake. I bought you because I couldn't stand the thought of anyone else having you, and then I fell in love." "You love me?" "Yes, enough to terrify me." Then he kissed me, desperate, raw, undeniable. "The contract," I gasped. "Fuck the contract," he growled, lifting me onto the desk. I smiled. "Terrible language, Mr. Blackwood." "You're a terrible influence, Miss Carter." So that's the story of how my boss bought me at an auction for $5 million, and I ended up with a ring worth way more than that. Moral of the story? Sometimes the most toxic start leads to the most beautiful ending. Or maybe the moral is never sign a contract without reading Clause 7. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to never miss any of our stories.